After 18 months, I finally got my first book published. It's titled My Favorite Job in the Whole Wide World. Let's find out what it is. My favorite job in the whole wide world. This is the opening page. It just so happens and makes me glad that I alone get to be your dad. Lots of things can make me sad, but I smile because I get to be your dad. If I could be an astronaut and cruise around with cosmonauts, that could never fill my bag because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the king of France and give orders in my underpants, it still would never make me dance because I would rather be your dad. If I could be a Superman and fly, be bulletproof and jump over buildings, it still wouldn't give me any wings because I would rather be your dad. If I could be president of the United States and easily win all the debates, it still would be like sour grapes because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the pilot of a giant jumbo jet and pierce the clouds around the planet, it still would only give regret because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the bestest Laker, the number one of all shot takers, it still would be a big heartbreaker because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the richest man to ever pay taxes to Uncle Sam, it still would fall below the glam because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the greatest pirate to ever cruise the seven seas, it still wouldn't mean a hill of beans because I would rather be your dad. If I could be a football star and be admired near and far, I still would be an empty jar because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the strongest man to ever grace a bodybuilding mag, it still would totally be a drag because I would rather be your dad. If I could be a sultan and command the deserts and its black gold treasure, it still would give me zero pleasure because I would rather be your dad. If I could be the greatest one to ever fill a stadium, it would only make my face be glum because I would rather be your dad. If I could be a World Cup winner, score all the goals and bask in glitter, it still would only leave me bitter because I would rather be your dad. This page is for dad to fill in his own job title and fill in his own lines. So mine says, if I could be a business boss and make lots of profit over costs, I still would count it as a loss because I would rather be your dad. And you'll notice we have a bunch of different pictures there for different dads that are represented. Given an opportunity to be anything other than your dad, I will never choose another gag because my favorite thing in the whole wide world is that I got chosen to be your dad.
Love you, Dad.
Love you guys too. It's on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com. Thank you.